Well, welcome everybody. This is the Master Heart Family, and this is where similar-minded people that come together for an experiential experience that where we can really share and be with open hearts. And there's nothing to hide here. There's everything to share. And we have such good, amazing, wonderful things to be able to share all the miracles that are happening with us. Today we have Archangel Michael. He came in to me yesterday and said, "Hey, I'd like to talk." And so I said, "All right." He loves the Master Heart Family and loves what we're all doing together to uplift the world. And so he's going to talk about some things such as fear and then just take us to a whole new level where we become even greater masters of manifesting. And don't you love that? Yeah, we love that. And so with that, welcome. It's though it's a cold day today, that today, this magical time together, it'll warm your hearts. And so just hang on for another magical time together. And as we always do initially, is talk about our miracles, things going on, questions, comments, the miracles, the angels, all the good things. So who wants to begin to share the good news? Melanie, you look cold.
It's so funny with this background. I was going to take it off, but I've got this on, and I was like, oh, this looks too good. I'm an astronaut.
You got to keep it on, girl. It's a cold day. You look all warm.
Yeah, there's my dog getting into it.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. We just talked about the doggies, and there we go. Yeah. Everybody wants to warm up. Everybody wants to hear the good news, to include the doggies. So, yeah. So, what's going on? What's the good news? Who wants to share first? Hey, Stephen.
How we doing, everybody? Happy Martin Luther King Day, everybody.
Yeah, thanks.
Hope everybody's enjoying their day. I finally get to see the doctor tomorrow. I haven't get to see him yet, but everything is just above board, and my blood pressure's in at like 118 over 60. It's just crazy. It's I could not be any healthier going into my follow-up, finally seeing my doctor. So the miracle is health, and it's amazing how you can just heal after worst case scenarios. Well, I never looked at it as the worst case scenario. I looked at it as the best possible result. Right. And that's, I think, what just helped me get through it and healing up very nicely. And I'm just pleased to share my good progress with everybody. And
thank you.
Guys.
Yeah, we appreciate that. Well, has your blood pressure ever been that good? Can you recall?
Maybe as a kid, but I've never really been. I've never really had to worry about it. I never thought it was an issue, but now, just with everything being taken care of, it's 118 over 62. Like, that's ridiculous.
That is just fantastic. Yeah. So healthier than you've ever been. And that's why when things, happen to us that, and in Stephen's case, he had what they call a heart attack. And that he just looked at it from the moment, just as God does, as the divine does, that when you look at it and look for the good, look for the wanted in everything, and you'll find it. I had a few people who have had a friend pass away last week, and I was with from an overdose, and it was really interesting because there were a couple of people who play with me, if you will, who mentor with me, and those people, their perspective was that, wow, this is all perfect timing, that he can be with me now, that, because our grandparents, our parents, whoever isn't walking anymore on this earth can be with us. And you can call in any and everybody, and, Christ or Buddha or, gosh, this morning I was calling in Michelangelo of all things, and the painter, and that we can tap in Einstein. I was doing, like, all of a sudden all these people started showing up in my life, and I just went, this is so fun. And but there were other people that they started out the conversation telling me, oh my gosh, this is awful. I haven't worked all week, that this is the worst thing that could ever happen, because this guy was just an angel. He would go out of the way to help anybody, and he was just considered the best friend of many. And so this guy really felt like, hey, we have to feel bad about this. And I asked him a question, and I said, do you think that that person wants you to feel bad right now, wants you to stop doing your passion? And the answer is no. And all that is a committee and mass consciousness that has brought in fear, and they die. We're all going to pass away, guys. and everybody you love is going to, and hallelujah that we're all going to another cool, great place. That our souls never wanted to just be here forever. That's not the plan. And so there's nothing to feel sad about, to include, quote unquote, death. Death is a misunderstanding, and we have eternal life. And so, and whatever the consequences, the overdose or whatever, hey, our souls make the final decision if we're going to go or stay.
I look at those things, he met it head on.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of my very good friends' daughter committed suicide the other night. She was 27, and it was, I guess, the night before last. And I've been trying really hard to figure out how to, when they leave, they're free. And she did have a battle, and she ended it. And if it wasn't in alignment with God's decision, then she would still be on this earth.
Right.
So how do we care for the ones who are left? Because that's where the pain is.
Well, that's their pain that the committee has created for them. And
but when it's your child, I could not imagine going through that.
But you
see,
we're just we're not understanding this bigger picture, that we don't make the call for our children, other people, whatever, when we leave here. And we also are not the one. Who are we to judge on if this was the right time or not? 27 years old, I don't care if it's 6 months into pregnancy, that if that being experienced what they wanted to experience, their soul experienced what they wanted to. And so it's so ingrained in mass consciousness that this is awful. This is a celebration of the life of your 27-year-old, of this other person that I know that was 40 years old, whatever, that it's to celebrate life. And think of what, like, this one person, on how wonderful they were, and that they're still, even though they're physically not here anymore, we're talking about this person and like how angelic this person was. And for us to think, oh yeah, angelic. And that what happens, I've helped many people not commit suicide who were at the point of committing suicide. And what suicide is we get so detached from God, and we can never get fully detached, but we get so detached that we want to exit. And remember, and I've experienced this personally 3 times in my life, the other side is very nice. I mean, I'm telling you, it is a feeling of warmth and love. They're doing fine. And remember that God in this life, and to kind of go to a higher, again, you need a broader perspective on this, that when we look at how God has never been sad, ashamed, mad at you, thinking you did something wrong. Everything is playing out perfectly. When we experience contrast, things we don't like want, that God immediately goes to what we do want. And so, for example, that the people that have transitioned back into the non-physical, because that's really all that's happening here, that their soul decided on it. But it's also a time on what do we appreciate then in that? Wow, we appreciate life. We appreciate each other. We love that we're here in these physical bodies, and we're still have the spiritual and the mental, and that, but in these physical bodies, that it's just amazing and how incredible our bodies are. And so it's been so engraved from a child that, oh, it's terrible, just like money is terrible. We've been engraved. That's why most people don't have enough money. So there's plenty of money, that there's plenty of everything. But we have been conditioned in this fear about that. Oh, it's too bad that they left, or there's not enough money. The root of all evil is money. That I don't want any money. So subconsciously we have this idea. But can we all agree to celebrate the person's life? That none of us, can we all agree that none of us decided to stay here forever? That wasn't the plan. Does everybody agree with that? So what can we do for those that are still here? To Melanie's point, what can we do? It's what we do with everybody. This morning I sent to you all well-being. I then sent you health, wealth, and success. I then said, these are the things. I then sent you love, and for you to experience more love, more joy, more enlightenment, more peace. Oh, more peace. Because that's all this is. We're just not at peace with ourselves on so many subjects, whether it's money or death, the passing of someone, that we're not at peace at that. We can find peace in everything. We can find the wanted in everything. And so as we move forward, that's what I'm going to send the people that are here now, like the mother or whatever in Melanie's situation, that mother, that we're going to send her peace, send her love. We're not going to send her worry or, oh, I'm so sorry. One of the people that I talked to yesterday said, I am sick of all these calls, because it's from all these mass consciousness people. They mean well, but they're all like, oh, this is terrible and awful. And, and because this guy, understands how life plays, and that he now understands, he goes like, they're putting all this negative energy into this wonderful angelic guy who has transitioned back into the non-physical and is sitting there happy and wants us to be happy. And it's like, how crazy is that? We got everything upside down. So hearing that, your thoughts, comments, Melanie, do you buy into that? Do you understand?
Oh, yes. And that is because all I can think of when someone tells me someone has passed away, and in this case, it's a young adult, is still my immediate feeling is, well, they're free. And and that's what I usually always what I respond with. But then when it comes to a very close friend and being a mother, like I am hoping she doesn't go, I'm hoping she sees it the way that we're seeing it.
Exactly, because you were almost gonna say,
because
you were thinking about what you don't want, and then you're sending that energy to them. Gee, I hope she doesn't lose it.
And in the Abraham Hicks, one of the best things that I've ever heard is, if you're worrying about something, you're not sending it love. If you're worrying about your child, you're not loving them, because you can't be in a place of love and worry at the same time. And so the way I have translated it is that you have to give them Christmas. And so anytime when I was worrying about my child, I'd snap myself and go, and I'd just give that love, that feeling of want a gift and swap it around. I'm very lucky with him being a skateboarder. He has been very safe up until now that he's getting older and not as, skateboardy. So we're all good. But
Beautiful,
yeah,
beautiful. And you're exactly right. And, and for those of you that don't know or, want clarification, Abraham Hicks, that she channels with Abraham. And you can channel with Abraham. I channel with Abraham, and every day I call Abraham in. And what that is it's a group of spiritually minded people like us, by the way, except they're in the non-physical, so they have no resistant thoughts, and they have the answers and solutions for life. And so you can tap into that and get answers and solutions, and also give you understanding, such as this understanding. And that, I have 3 sons. I have 5 grandchildren, and I've never worried about them for 1 minute, because I'm not going to give them that. That
Right.
I'm going to give them love. I'm going to give them well-being. And whenever they go, and I've had, loved ones go, whatever, that it's just fantastic. I did yoga this morning, and I did it in our new home. By the way, we have a place for yoga mats and everything. And because it's too cold to go out, the yoga place, and did yoga with my mother this morning. And it was just fabulous.
Love it.
And my mother hasn't been here physically forever. And, for those, most of you know that, my mother, she and I got along great, but she'd always have a little resistant thought when we would be together, like, hey, I don't like the way your shoes are tied. Whatever. She always had a little something she had to do, and little dig, now no more digs. And because she's pure source energy. And when you go there, that, oh my gosh, this light and this warmth, and it's, you don't want to go back. But here's what we are. We signed up for this life. We are the frontier people. We are the pioneers. We are the ones that signed up for this, to live in this world, to walk in this world, and to have all this contrast. This world has everything we don't want and everything we do want, and we have to brush up against what we don't want to understand what we do want. And so it has to be. So some people think like, oh, I have no contrast in my life. If I had no contrast in my life, I wouldn't be doing what I signed up for, and I wouldn't be here in physical form. I have contrast too, and I love it, because all the contrast, I instantly go to, what do I want from this? What is this that it goes beyond? And the amazing answers, solutions, and understandings that I get, is I've trained my mind to see it the way that I want it. Not the way that I was brought up, not the way that my beliefs were, not the way that mass consciousness is. I didn't know it was going to snow this morning at all. When I woke up, I looked out the window and it was snow. Why? Don't watch any news. Because I'm sure they're saying, oh, you gotta watch out, be careful and protect yourself. I don't need anything to protect myself from. I already have everything that helps me to everything that I want, as long as I'm thinking that way. And so I don't want to be influenced by a bunch of negative stuff about, this could happen or that could happen. And all these diseases they're making up now, putting names to it, giving it more power. I've been sick in over, I don't know, 4 years. It's like, what? How does that happen? I forgot what a cold was. I kind of woke up in the middle of the night and I had a little scratchy throat. And I thought, oh yeah, I think this is what like a cold is. And of course I don't have it anymore. But, I mean, why? Because I think health. Yeah, we get to have it the way we want it, folks. Is that we're usually thinking 80% of the time, we're thinking about how we don't want it. Yeah. So your other thoughts, comments?
I have a question, Dr. Hank.
Yeah.
When you said that, this morning you sent all of us love and peace and happiness and health, wealth, success. I'd like to intentionally start doing that in the mornings. How do you do it? Do you just while you're going about your business, do you just say it, or do you meditate, or?
Yeah. And it's a great question. And so most of you know, I have what's called the Joy Shop, and it has been, It does amazing things for people. It improves their thinking. And if you want that, just text me or email me or whatever. And it literally improves your thinking. I'm a mental scientist, and so I know on how this is set up in this perfect way. And it also, one of the important things on this Joy Shop is, and it's really your time, you know, for it's your sanctuary time. It's your time to be with your higher power, with God, the universe. And every day, you know, I invite, if you will, God in. I invite the divine in, and divine intelligence, and Abraham in, and all the loving wanted energies of the universe. And when I'm doing that, I also invite, and I'm getting to your answer here, Shel, that I invite all those that have walked before me that want to and can help me to my desires. So that's a beautiful thing, that I want to invite all the energies, all those that have walked before me, etc., and all those that walk with me. And then right at that time, so I am so engaged with the divine, with the non-physical, okay, with this person that just passed away, that I literally, he was with me as I'm talking to these people yesterday, okay, I'm literally channeling with him, and he's giving me the idea, hey, you know, I don't want any of you to feel bad, you know, I'm sharing that, you know, with these people that are calling me. And at that time, and I am just buzzing away. Okay, I'm just buzzing. I'm just so excited about life, and about how I can create it. I can call it the way that I want it. It's so wonderful. And at that time, so it's not me just, you know, walking around and haphazard. That at that time, I then start praying for those that I love, those that are in my life. And so it includes those that I'm mentoring, I'm helping, and then it includes the Master Heart family. And because you're all divine, and you may not understand this, but your vibration is higher than most. Your thinking is more focused on the wanted than the unwanted. You're not at 80% unwanted. And that's why every week we share these miracles. Because miracles happen when I ask for it. Most people don't ask for it. They're saying like, oh boy, I, you know, hope I don't get stuck in the snow or whatever, you know, and they're thinking about what they don't want, and they don't realize that. And so that's when I do that. And then I literally, and I've actually expanded it because of the spiritual realm. So I send well-being, and this I would send, you know, to your children, to your loved one, you know, to whoever you want to and care about, whatever. But I send first well-being, then health, wealth, and success, and then the 4 realms of spirituality, the spiritual realm of love, joy, peace, and enlightenment. And see, when you have that, you're just fine, because any of us have the power to be anywhere on this earth at any time and feel good. And when we feel good, that means we're walking with God. We're aligned with our source, our inner being. And it's all about, because God, if you will, is in joy. And when you're in joy, then you get all these divine ideas and answers and understandings. And now you see life as it really is. And life is beautiful. And you have freed yourself from the committee. The only devil there is this little chattering voice. And that committee members from other people, like our parents, and they meant well and everything, but parents and teachers and everything, that, you know, committee members. The weather, I was watching something on TV last night, and then they would I was forced to watch the commercials, and I don't like that, and it was recorded, but for whatever reason, and it was and it was every like 5 minutes it would pop these commercials, and it was all about this news station and how, oh, we're going to warn you about people shooting you, and we're going to, make sure you don't die in a car accident. And I'm thinking like, and I literally, I said, we're not watching this. We're done with this. That I'm not going to watch this stuff, because none of that's happening to me, and none of it will. And if it does, it's just contrast that helps take me to a better future. It's like, oh my God. That's what this is about. It takes us to a better future. And remember, the reason why we're so important is because we're expanding. We take contrast, and this is every human, all humanity have signed up for this. Again, those are those enlightened like us, and that we're blessed to be that way, that we're able to enjoy our life like our soul wanted to. But everybody is playing a role and adding to the eternity for all of us, for God, for divine intelligence, and the reason why is when that contrast happens, that contrast takes our higher power, and we can go with it, and we, most of us now do with it, to what we want. And by doing that, that expands thought and energy that puts the eternity in everything. And that's why we're eternal beings, and we signed up for this. Because really, the easy way, maybe some people would is, or I don't know what a good word for this would be, but this is not physical. This is like a rocking place. Okay, you're feeling great. You're filled with, you got this warmth of you that there's not a care in the world. You're carefree, and guess what? You can be that way right now. We have the power to do that. So that's how I pray for others. And again, it's this deep breathing and really getting connected to the divine, and then sending that out. And then those that I send out to, they get to choose. And this is subconsciously for the most part, to accept my love that I'm giving them or not, and to allow it or not. And that's step 4. If they're too busy worrying about the snow and a car accident, and their right knee hurting, and not enough money, and mad at somebody, they're not hearing my prayer at all. Okay, because their committee is controlling their life, and you don't have to have your committee control your life anymore. It's that chattering voice, it's that fear, worry, doubt, complaining, blame, shame, guilt. All that is just made up. It's not real. Go show me guilt. It's not real. It's a shadow. And when you put your light on a shadow, what happens to the shadow? Ooh, goes away.
So, Dr. Hank, at the end of the day, it's really us. We're in control of everything. We allow those around us to, if we want to hear it or not. I started singing the other day when my husband gave me this mopey mess.
Yeah.
And I was like, happy day.
Yeah. And we don't care how the hubby responds. It doesn't matter. We're touching him underneath his guarded stuff, guarding his heart, the guards guarding his heart. And, hey, we got to be serious, and whatever, that, and he's in a bad mood. Doesn't matter. That by you being the light, that you touch his heart. And so we're touching people's heart. And again, you can't care on how they are. If their committee has them, hey, quit singing, and quit acting like a kid, whatever. I invite my inner child in every day. Why? I want to be more playful. I want to have more fun. I want to be more youthful. And guess what? Then you get more playful. If you're filling your mind with these thoughts, that's why, and like Archangel Michael told me yesterday, he said, this Master Heart family, I just love them. They are more powerful than millions of people, and powerful in a loving way. Okay, that because they're lifting themselves out of this this shadow, if you will, and then helping other people to be lifted away from it also. And then you experience freedom. And you're exactly right. At the end of the day, bottom line, and it's the end of the day every moment, if you will, we're in control. Doesn't matter what anybody else is saying, doing, doesn't matter what your past is, doesn't matter. Nothing matters except for what you're thinking right now. This is where all your power is. And so you can start choosing. I choose. I've given myself permission. That's a good one, divine one. I've given myself permission to choose what I want, to choose how I think. And so I see everything from my past, from people, experiences, my past, present, and future, as unconditional love. I see it with unconditional love, and I call in Shamuel. That's why these archangels, these 7 archangels, are so important, and why we've been through all 7 at some time, you know, together in Master Heart Family. But all you have to do is call them in, and they bring something magical. And Archangel Michael, he brings the ability to be a master at manifesting. It's like, cool. And manifesting what? What do you want? Okay, long, happy, healthy, wealthy life. More love, more laughter, more smiles. You know, pretty much. If you just ask for and stay focused on, I want to laugh more today, you're going to have a great day. We will show you more laughter, more fun, more enjoyment. I want to feel better today. We'll show you how to feel better. I want to have better feeling thoughts today. And that's all you need. This is easy. This isn't anything hard. You got to work at it. Don't be working at anything. Enjoy yourself. Lighten up. Know that you're the commander, and that, hey, and how do you know? You don't even have to monitor your thoughts. Monitor how you feel. If you feel bad, it's your higher power. It's God. It's the universe, whatever you want to call it. And most of us have been brought up with the word God, and all of us have a different definition for that. And then when you feel bad, it means you're not thinking about this the way that God is. Because God sees everything as beautiful, as wonderful, as joyous, as love. And so can you. And we get to choose. But when you feel good, it means you're thinking just like your higher power is, just like God is. And you're on your lighted path. And you can skip along your lighted path. And we had, Joy's not with us today, but Joy, you know, shared with us last week about it. He said he was feeling so good, like, you know, he was kind of scared on, you know, get out of control, and does he deserve it and everything? The answer is, hell yeah, we deserve it. And it just gets better and better. You think that, like what Joey experienced, he's just, you know, touching the surface of what's out there. There's a whole new life for all of us, a way better life, but we have to ask for it. And so I ask, hey, tell me what is a better life? You know, and see, and most people don't know. And so I ask, and then you'll get clarity of it. But you keep it simple, keep it general, long, happy, healthy, wealthy life. Yeah. Other thoughts?
Dr. Nick, I had one thought from back in the beginning of this conversation.
Yeah.
I heard this. I don't know if I read it or if I saw it on a video or what. I think I read it somewhere. I have no idea. I can't remember where, but I think it was a guy relating to being at his father, with his father as he was dying. And he said one of the supposedly the father said something to him. I thought it was one of the most beautiful things I've ever heard. And that was, don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. And, you know, it's just I think it's just such a beautiful way to look at you know, life, death, where it's going, and all of that. So
Yeah,
don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened. And you
that's
can
great.
apply
I
that to a
love
lot
that.
of different things, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, because it happened. Yeah. And seeing that happening, that's that growth and that's that expansion and that we signed up for. And so yeah, so that's beautiful. Thank you, Mike. And that is just another beautiful way for um, us to look at that. Everything that is happening, we can smile about, and you get to choose whether or not you're going to interpret it that way. Beautiful. Great. Okay, with that, hey, you want to invite Archangel Michael? He can't wait to come on in. And so, the beautiful thing is all we have to do is ask and you shall receive. But you do have to ask. And so none of the angels have the authority, permission to guide you, to love you, to support you, unless you call them in. And so let's call in Archangel Michael. And so I would suggest that you put your nothing crossed, your feet on the floor, and just relax, just get comfortable, and just enjoy this ride with eternity, with the angels. And so close your eyes and breathe in. And breath is so important that to get connected with the divine. Breathe in 5 seconds. And breathe out 5 seconds. And just enjoy that. Just enjoy breathing in. And as you breathe out, just say to yourself, relax, relax. The meek inherit the earth. We're getting relaxed. Relax, relax. Breathe in and breathe in the divine now. And breathe out. And as you breathe out, just say to yourself, at ease. Breathe in. And breathe out. And just start at the top of your head and relax the top of your head. In fact, open up your crown, your beautiful crown there on top, opening up to the divine. Relax your forehead, relax your eyes, relax your jaw, relax your neck and your shoulders. Allow relaxation to flow down your arms, through your hands. Relax your throat, your chest. Oh, and your beautiful heart. Just open up your heart now. Open up your heart to the divine, to this beautiful life, this life that we chose to live. Just relax now. Breathe deeply in. Relax your lungs, relax your organs. It's just an amazing, incredible bodies we have. Relax your hips. Relax your thighs, knees, your calves. Just allow now relaxation to flow all the way through your body down to your feet. And just relax now your feet and allow this relaxation to just start flowing from the top of your head down your body, out your feet, and back up. It's a beautiful cycle of life, of relaxation. And we now invite Archangel Michael in. We ask that your blue energy, your blue light, your blue angel dust Come into our conscious minds, come into our hearts, come into our bodies, and speak to us. Share with us the good news. I am Archangel Michael, and you are each so special. I love you all so much, and know that I am with you always. I wish to speak with you today about something that is very important to all of you and all of us, and that is fear. Fear, false evidence appearing real, has put a shadow on you, on your ancestors, on this world. And it is the only thing that has prevented you from having your dreams come true, for you to be on your lighted path, for you to feel joy and to walk at one with the divine in all of us. And so today I'm going to give you a gift to release this fear, because I am the master of manifestation. With me, that everything shall be manifested, all of your dreams come true. As I have been given this power to give to you with your asking. And so now, relax. Breathe in me, breathe in my blue energy. Feel my presence with you. Feel the blueness in your mind now. Feel my angel dust flowing into your pores. And you are now given the power to release your fear. This fear is simply a shadow. And this blue light now, to take from the beliefs, from these committee members, from all these illusions. And that is all fear is one big illusion. And I want you to take that illusion and to pull it from your heart, pull it from your mind, pull it from your body, and take that illusion and hold it in your hands. And state that you are only an illusion. You are the fear that has prevented me from being the magnificent creator that I was born to be. I now take Archangel Michael's light, and I shine this light on this ball of illusion of fear, and it dissipates now. And it turns, this energy now turns with the power instilled in me to be able to turn that into love. And your fears are now love. You see the world with love. You see yourself with love. That you see that it's wide open, this light. That you get to have your dreams come true now. That energy cannot be destroyed, but it can be changed. And we have now just changed this energy within you, Divine One. And you are now a magnificent fire of love. We call in Archangel Samuel with your pink unconditional love, and to just drape that beautiful love within us in every cell of our bodies, in every thought, every belief, in our subconscious minds and in our hearts. Breathe in, Divine One. Breathe in love. And now release your fears. And breathe in again. And this time, when you release, blow out. And release that fear. Breathe in. And just let it all out from the depths of your core. Release, release, release. And one last time together now. You are free from fear now. Breathe in. Breathe in my blue light, my blue energy. My blue angel dust now falls upon you. You are free. You're free to think as you want, to feel as you want. And now free to live the life that you have always wanted. And I bless you, and you each are now magnificent manifestors. This power, with this energy, with this love that I bestow upon you. That you are masters manifesting what you desire now. And put me in your heart. Place me in your heart. And know that I am always with you now. And I love you so. Amen. And I welcome you back into the room. I welcome you back into your chairs. Wiggle your hands, your fingers, your feet. Take one last deep breath. And now release and open up your eyes to this beautiful, beautiful world. Wow. Hi. Welcome back. So your thoughts on that, or other thoughts, comments?
When you said to open up your crown, I really felt that open up kind of like a funnel with this like bright light, and it was very relaxing.
Beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, that is our crown. And I sometimes like having just liquid, divine white light flow into me from my crown and just go into all my senses and into my thoughts and into my heart. And yeah, and to just let that flow. What Michael did there too is that breathing exercise. I recommend you all do that. It really releases anything that, any anger, any fear, any worry. It releases the committee is what it does. And so it sounds pretty funny. So you probably want to be by yourself doing it, but just really let it out. And so breathe in and just and just let it out like that. And if you do that at least 3 times, that you'll just feel on top of the world. Do you feel on top of the world right now? Feel good? Yeah. And so now we're all masters of manifesting, and we have nothing holding us back anymore. And as long as you just believe that and flow with that, then it's done. And it's like, wow, this is cool. That was easy. Just invite them in. It's beautiful. Yeah, you're right. Any other thoughts, comments? Oh, Melanie, I muted everybody, so unmute. Oh,
There.
There you
Did
go.
it do it?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I saw my crown open larger than I think I've ever seen it. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
from corner to corner of the top of my head.
Wow, beautiful. That's just amazing. Yeah. And this is the reality. This is what's real. And most people say, hey, it's this pen, or this is reality. And then we create our own reality. We're the creators of our own experience. And we all interpret everything a little bit differently. And it's like, wow, I get to choose. What fun is that? I can choose to have fun now. I can choose to enjoy my life now. And then you can. And call forth a magical life. I want a magical day today. And what we just went through was magical. And there's no end to this. And it just gets better and better. Woo-hoo. Okay, so everybody on mute now. I muted everybody. Everybody on mute, because we're doing the thing. And Joey, by the way, said he'll never admit it, but he really does like singing with us.
He said he whistles it when he's in his car.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go. We like to laugh and have more fun. We like
We
to
like to laugh
and have more
fun.
fun.
For we are the manifesting ones.
For we
We
are
are
the
the
Manifesting ones.
Creating is our new game.
Creating is our new game.
Manifesting is our middle name.
Manifesting is our middle name.
Life is our divine right.
Life is our divine right.
Right.
As we are guided by Michael's light.
As we are guided by
Michael's
light.
light.
Sound off the Master Heart family.
Sound off the
Master Heart
family.
Sound off the Master Heart family.
Sound off the
Master Heart
family.
One more time. Sound off the Master Heart family.
Sound off the Master Heart
Come on, be
family.
like children. Yes, yes,
Yes,
yes.
Yes.
Hey, just a reminder, we're all meeting live in person on Saturday, February 17th in Tampa. And on Honeymoon Island, we're going to have dinner together, and we'll spend the afternoon on the beach, whatever. And so we're all cold now. We're now hot because of Michael, but we'll be physically in warm weather and the sunshine. So if you have questions about that, you can ask Michelle Tanner there. You can ask Shell or me, and we have all the details. And you fly into Tampa if you're flying or driving, and then we have hotels that we're recommending that are near there. And so again, it's Saturday, February 17th. So if you're saying to yourself, what are you saying to yourself right now? That are you saying, oh, I don't have enough time or money, or what? Forget that. That you just decide that, hey, you're gonna go and we'll figure it out.
Actually, I was thinking, can I just come alone?
Sure. Sure, whatever makes you happy, because we get to choose and we get to have it the way we want it. Hey everybody, I love you so much that thanks so much. It was just another magical, amazing time together, and enjoy this week. And now know your week just took off, and expect the magic to happen, the miracles to happen, and your dreams to come true. Love you all. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Love
Thank
you.
you.
Good night. Bye-bye.
Love you.
Love you.